Thank you. It's nice being with you all again. I hope I will stay safe. I also want to believe that you can see my screen um, clearly. Alright, if that is so, then I'll go on. Alright, okay. In our last class, in our previous class, we talked a lot about conflict resolution, conflict management, industrial conflict management, and we started by explaining. Excuse me. We started by explaining what the objectives of the course is, what we should be able to achieve. We to explain what conflict is, the concept of conflict, to be able to describe the types of conflict, and also define prevention management in our own words, and also explain the difference between conflict resolution and management. A lot of other comparisons, which we had already started. All right. Now, we also said that conflict could arise in different settings, different settings. It could be uh, um, even in family, even at, um, in churches, in organization, industrial environment, right? And it has its benefits too, it has its advantages. We went ahead to talk about the different types of conflict. Talked about the interpersonal conflict. We explained that conflict could result as a result, them two could come up as a result of different opinions or ideas and other things. So we'll just go ahead with that. And um, I believe even in the course of the week, some of us must have even had some conflict with either someone or whether ourselves or with our spouses or with our friends or family. And we must have been able to resolve them somehow, or maybe some are still in the process of resolving. So we'll also be looking at personal experiences. I would like to, I also like to know how you, as an individual, will be able to handle that. Okay, this will make up some of the assessment that we'll be having in this course. All right. Okay. Now, if I look at that picture, at the background, these two creatures here, they already trying to give their opinion of what they see. Right? Now, for those of us looking at the screen from our viewpoint of the screen, you begin to ask, okay, which one is it correct? Is that a 9? Is that a 6? If we're even going to look at it from the view, from the standing point we are right now, that's facing the screen, it is neither a 9 nor a 6. So it means that even from our viewpoint right now, we will also be in disagreement with these two people if we're going to go with that. Now, if we decide to take a view from the right, you will discover that it may be looking like a 9. Some might even want to argue that that is a G, the letter G. You know? Now, if you look at it from the left, or if you say, sorry, from the left rather, it looks like a 9 or letter G. If you look at it from maybe the right, maybe looking different, maybe 6. You know? The same thing, the letter W and M. depending on your point of view or your direction of view or your perspective, it will inform the decision you take or your opinion about your the situation or about an idea or about the process or about anything at all. So this in itself is what brings about conflict and what's the mind. However, there are benefits that come with it. Alright? Okay. So okay. It is also the nature of the conflict. Conflict is dynamic. It's a dynamic process because it indicates series of events. It's a dynamic process. Each conflict is made up of series of interlocking, conflicting episodes. Yes. Now, conflict must persist by the path to it. If anyone is aware of the conflict, then it is generally that no conflict is. Because if we all have the same, all the things different, if we all have the same opinion, imagine if the image I showed earlier, if both of them were to stay from the same point of view, and we all also stay in that position to view what is on what they are also doing, we will all agree on the same things, right? But in reality, it is never that way. Why? Because practically, as individuals, we have different in orientation, different in approach, different in our perspective, different in opinion, and all that. Even if both of us like to take this way, also assess the figure that we showed earlier. Now, what I would choose is different from what Mary would choose, is different from what Joseph would choose. It may be different. Why? Because Joseph may decide to view from the right and say, yes, that's the seed. Mary may decide to view from the left and say, okay, no, this is a line. And I'm also viewing from the left, so I choose to do my will or my decision to all have the we all have different reasons why we have to view from those directions. Alright? So in conflict, another way of assessing conflict or differentiating conflict, we talk about the vertical, horizontal, or like the orthogonal or concept of conflict situation. The vertical, when you have the two levels in an organization and hierarchy, the hierarchy of authority or the cadre, you know, in an organization based on the organogram, the, the arrangement of offices. This office this office is higher than that and all that. From the chairman to the MD, GM, and the rest of them. People have that. Then when you talk about the horizontal approach, we're looking at people between people that are within the same cadre, that are within the same strata, the same level. All right. Yeah. So when you have such, like both of you are marketers or three of you are marketers, and you have near organization or three of you are or site engineer in the organization, um, you are all at the same level funding the same section of of, of the same project. And you have the same goal to achieve. Talking from the personal experience, I found myself in such um, situations a number of times. Yes. Yes. Imagine you being at the resources aspect. Now you will always want your own uh, project or your own assignment or task to be completed as fast as possible. Imagine you have to share the same equipment or machinery and you have limited um, numbers. So you are about three at different locations, and you have just one equipment. So how do you now in this case now you have to prioritize. But even in prioritizing, you discover that individual bias will want to come in because you want your scope completed quickly so you can move on to the next one or you can achieve the next task within the record time because you all are faced with some similar challenges. One, you're pressed for time to achieve or execute your task. Then two, you are also having limited resources, in this case, the equipment that is needed. Sometimes within the manpower, you need maybe some other ad hoc or casual hands to also work in your team, some extra team. And the ones that are available that are engaged by the team organization and the method, you cannot, with the resources you have, you may not be able to engage in one team. Now you have to discover a horizontal conflict that within the same strata, within the same level, and so also have one called the line staff conflict. Every of these classifications that we given have to feel in themselves or to themselves rather from what Roland would say is the following that is basic classification of the types of conflict which we discussed in our previous responses. Conflict can be based on location and also based on the effect that it produces. So when it's based on location, when we said in the last class, we said the conflicts that are based on location, yeah, they can be interpersonal conflict or intrapersonal conflict. They can also be um, um, it can also be it can also be inter group or intra group. All right, so that's a not just an illustration or an example that I also emphasize. So you have conflicts of role conflict. I have also explained there can be different types of role conflict. Intercender or intrasender. That's when it's going to do with who is the person, the director of or the instructor or the, the, the sender equal. When sometimes you have to you see yourself like there's a thing why I just laugh. Like, I remember the former governor of one time governor of Lagos State. He was asked a question about loyalty and he said something. He said yes, even if you are very loyal, you are loyal to whoever the instructor. You pray that your loyalty is not tested. Alright? Because when your loyalty becomes tested, it will even bring about intrapersonal conflict. Right? Why did I say so? The sender in this case who is when you have two different directors or supervisors or instructors, as the case may be, um, you, they are giving instructions listening to conflict. These are likely conflicts that will arise in the organization. How do you tackle it? How do you tackle such yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I'm not. My voice is even low. Yes, I see the back. Right. Sorry about that. Just some monitoring or supervision of the technical um, background for this online or classes. Okay, so as I was saying, so you have some cases, in terms of role conflict, it could be between inter- intergender or intragender and the rest of it. So this could also result in conflict. And levels of conflict, there is not the individual conflict organization, industrial or organizational conflict. They could also have inter-industrial or inter-organizational conflict. We explained this before. Now, then, try to explain some of these group conflicts, causes of individual conflict. You know, we could have the, I think I was saying this earlier, where the individual is not in a position to take action about some certain matter, right? So we face difficulty to choose the alternative courses of action, which either can be uncomfortable or uncertain or even incomparable. Right now, in this case, what happens is that the management can help the individual in such situations by providing counseling. You could even be the manager and have somebody working under you that finds himself in this kind of situation. So it is expected that counseling or direction or direction or guidance is provided for such um, person. Okay. Now, because of the area of the both conflicts, we mentioned this, we mentioned it over the explain in details about both conflicts. Both conflicts talking about the actual and perceived pressure from, from incompatible goals or expectations. For instance, you have the approach to approach on both conflicts. You have the avoidance conflict. Approach to approach is when you have to deal with the approach of two different incompatible goals. All right. Sometimes we have practice, not sometimes in many cases in almost all organizations that there are, you always have um, such arising. They have some separate goals, even though the company goal takes takes what priority. But some other um, so you may have a different thing from the different maybe different departments for instance. Um, they have accounts that has more um, we have the perception that we have is that these people are trying to make extra money to know they Hello everyone. Please, can you hear your lecturer very well? I'll be unmuting some people. Emmanuel Benga, please unmute yourself. Can you hear your lecturer very well? Zacchaeus Temitayo Oshuola, can you hear your lecturer very well? Hello, Zacchaeus. Please talk. You have unmuted yourself. Can you hear your lecturer very well? Zacchaeus, can you hear your lecturer very well? Hello, Zacchaeus. Let me unmute someone else. Akinola Emmanuel.
No, we can't hear him. We can't hear him very well. We can't hear him very well. No, we can't hear him. The thing is just blocked.
All right. Elijah Jeremiah, please unmute yourself.
I can't hear him. No.
All right. Let me take one more person. Ademola Olaomo, please unmute yourself. Ademola Olaomo. Can you hear your lecturer very
correct.
well?
I did not hear you clearly.
Okay. Just give us about a minute or two. All right, give us a minute or two, we'll be back. All right, thank you.
Okay, sir.
No. You're offline, sir. You're offline. I can't even see you here as a presenter again.
Please let's be patient. He will join us very soon. So sorry for the inconvenience.
For me to, all right, okay. I can hear you. I believe you can all hear me. Sorry about that. I'm fixing myself online. All right, so quickly, um, rounding off, let me share the, I believe you can see that right now. Please try to take a screenshot of it so we don't miss that out. All right, okay. Take a screenshot quickly. Find out that's from um, onto this slide as fast as possible. Also take a screenshot of this part. Please, the deadline for the assignment submission is for Friday. You know, that's on the 8th of this month. And we are sending it to engineeringmonth.jpts@gmail.com. Your subject should be HROM assignment 2, name of the center on the state. Okay. So I'll go on quickly. And you can see that's clear. All right. So the effect of conflict on an organization is it can be seen or represented graphically this way. You know, the level of conflict, as the level of conflict increases from low to high, we discover that the effect also would rise rises. The effect that the level of organizational performance. Conflict, like we said in the last class, or we mentioned in the last class, could result in improvement when properly managed. So it results in what improvement in the level of organizational, you know, and if it goes beyond this, what we begin to a decline. You see this happen a lot in many organizations and all that. Even for those of us that are football lovers, You see some clubs, a particular season or the other, you see them performing very well because they are managing their conflict properly, and all of a sudden they begin to decline. Many of you now may be thinking of Arsenal. Please avoid it. Okay, that's only like I'm saying you. Arsenal fans, it's part of what we see in the club anyway. All right, so in some other football clubs too. So I'm just using that as an illustration. This happens in the industry. A lot of them. So when on proper, optimum level of conflict leads to effective decision making and performance. But once it goes too much, when the conflict now becomes too much, it's continuously increasing and all that, what happens is that the performance will begin to drop. Discouragement is setting, disagreements and no decision, and you have pressed the time is elapsing because all these movements from here to here is within time. So the time keeps elapsing, and this is proper decisions and not well taken and all that. You discover that there is a decline instead of a sustenance of this route or a continuous right. Alright, but when properly managed, then the right becomes continuous. Alright, okay, that's explains that. And we have types of organizations also. Um, the sources of industrial organization, we mentioned this in the previous class. So, a transition means we talk about incompatible goals, talk about it, talk about overlapping authority, we talk about task independency, yeah, and the rest of it. All right. Now, there are some other areas I would like you to go at. Talk the events and also some areas that you need to also go and study. Part of it is in your assignments already. I want you to be researching, comparing, comparing these areas. Conflict prevention, conflict meditation, conflict management, conflict resolution, conflict transformation. Right. We want to talk about conflict prevention. It's all about trying to prevent the outbreak of violent conflict. For, it's generally said that prevention is better than cure. Yes. Yes. So we only try to prevent them, prevent the outbreak, but sometimes industrially or organization-wide, it's not always the case. All right. So for conflict mediation, talking about conflict mediation, we're looking at let me take this off so that we can see the questions properly. The assignment properly. All right. So for conflict mediation, it helps the stakeholders discuss issues